I will open the floor to our opening comments from our homeowners. Kathy Carter, you're first on the list.
Thank you. Good morning, Kathy Carter, Willow Ridge. And I've heard the word liability when it came to ensuring our contracted instructors that make sure they have insurance when they're approved by the board to provide services in our community. When we schedule the ballroom for a club activity, we're required to purchase insurance if there's alcohol present. And when we sign liability waivers for club activities. Most recently, we received letters from our insurance company and our lawyer regarding the liability by leaving our courts open to anyone who comes into our community. As a community, we do our best to minimize liability and any judgments that could negatively impact the financial stability of our community. Securing our assets only reduces our liability, and I don't understand why our board hasn't taken action to install a structure that will secure our courts. We have listened to input from community residents through a town hall, a town hall forum, and there was no information that would justify not taking action to reduce liability. I would encourage this board to move forward, vote in favor of installing a perimeter fence or any structure that doesn't allow access to the courts without checking in. We need to get this done as soon as possible. Safety, security, and liability are words we should never ignore. My second issue is regarding the existing guest policy and the lack of boundaries around the number of guests using our amenities. We have the town hall and the survey, and I don't feel that either of these provided information to help make changes. I provided every previous board member with a copy of the current guest policy and suggested changes marked in red. Whether you agree or not with the red markings, it's a good format to follow as you consider each paragraph. Have discussions about each issue. By breaking it down, it will be easier to process. The bottom line is let's get going. It's been 3 years. Please put these topics on the next board agenda. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Next up, Mr. John Wallen. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. John Wallen with Country Club Estates. I put my name on the thing to just talk about pickleball. My wife and I came to Westbrook. Of course, I was a manager out here for many years for different communities, but we came to Westbrook, moved in here 2 years ago. One of the main reasons was the 22 pickleball courts, which is also noted as 26% main reason that most people buy in here. We love Country Club. We love our facilities that we have here. The board has always done a great job of keeping things looking good. Same with our sub-association. What's sad is to see the politics by a few outspoken individuals cause so much stress in the community of the board. I just want to remind the board, if I can have your attention, the board is elected to represent all of us, and there's over 400 political pickleball players out there signed up. So I would like the board members to keep that in mind and represent all of us when you're talking about business at hand, and not listen to the political views of a few small people who seem to be irritating the whole community here. So I'd like you all to, and managers too, to leave your personal ideas at home and do what's best for the community, all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next up, Joy Graves.
It's Groves, but that's okay. Okay, Joy Groves, St. Andrew's Place. Have a new board, so I would like to see, when we have for transparency, I would like to see when we have reports, that we have a mini report from those committees, not just it's in the binder. It doesn't tell us anything. For the people that come here to the board meeting, it doesn't tell us anything, and it's in the binder. So I would like more transparency, that you actually give a mini report for that committee, and also basically let us know if there's maybe something coming up on that committee that we might want to attend. I don't think it's too much in the name of transparency to ask for that. I think all of us would be better off if we had that input and that information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. With that said, would you all please stand for the pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to our board members and those of you in attendance. It's wonderful to see a good crowd out here. I will call this meeting to order. Max, will you please confirm quorum for us, please?
Max, your microphone.
Watch your form.
Sorry, you two will live in a Pursuant to Article 4, Section 7 of the bylaws of Westbrook Village, a quorum which is one half of the number of the directors now serving shall constitute a quorum at a meeting of the board. We have 7 members, all are present. I declare we do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. On to review and correction and approval of the previous board minutes. I will entertain a motion first, please.
Make a motion to approve the previous minutes.
That was
I will second.
Joe and Max. Any discrepancies that anybody can see? I saw none that really glared at me. Okay, with that said, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Treasurer's report. Mr. Canero, our new treasurer for Westbrook.
Thank you. This is the Westbrook Village Association Treasurer's Report for the month ending March 31st, 2026. General operating fund exists to support the day-to-day operations of the Westbrook Village Association. As of March 2026, this fund holds a cash balance of $3,506,090. This total includes the homeowner assessments collected for the year 2026, as well as certificates of deposit, which together provide the association with a strong financial foundation for its ongoing operational needs. For the 2026 fiscal year, the association anticipates total revenue of $3,553,638, of which $3,202,290 is expected to come from members' assessments. This underscores the importance of member contributions sustaining the activities of the association. During March, the association received total revenue of $311,419, while total operating expenses for the same period amounted to $314,270. Notably, expenses in March were over budget by $22,530. This was due to additional landscaping, tree trimming and replenishment, and RV gate repairs. The replacement reserve fund is designed to finance major repairs, equipment replacements, and capital improvements throughout the village. As of March 31st, the reserve fund balance stands at $5,051,077. This fund is supported by proceeds from home sales and preservation fees collected during those transactions. In February, there were 35 home resales within the community, with the preservation fee waived for 3 of them. The fund is supported by, for fiscal year 2026, the association has budgeted $1,577,650 in expenditures from the replacement reserve fund. So far, $110,691 of this budget has been used. For the month of March, there was an expenditure of $8,829, and that was for the bocce court turf replacement. The remaining budgeted funds are allocated for upcoming projects, such as a possible gym facility at the lakes, which includes the installation of a fire sprinkler system. Additional planned initiatives include a turf reduction project in Phase 1, as well as ongoing maintenance projects throughout Westbrook Village. All financial statements are available for review at the Westbrook Village Administration Office. For questions or to schedule an appointment, please contact the office at the stated number. Bob Gardner, Treasurer.
Okay, thank you very much. Folks, if you didn't realize, this is all published in the Living Magazine too, but it is a month behind this present time. I see a lot of people taking notes, and that's wonderful, but it is published. On to unfinished business. Facilities usage report, pages 18 through 20. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. That's why you're sitting next to me. I will entertain a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
I will move to approve the treasurer's report subject to audit.
Second.
Any further comment? Anybody in the audience? Okay, thank you. With that, I'll call it to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you. Okay, now on to unfinished business. Facilities usage reports are on page 18 through 20. Should be showing up behind me, hopefully. It was a busy month, if you didn't notice. Start to slow down, yay. Any comments? Suggestions? All right. Next item up is Architectural Control Committee member recommendations, pages 21 through 25. I think Miss Amy?
Yes, thank you. There's, we had one opening. It's on. It's on. I'll use my teacher voice. We had one opening and one applicant for that opening. And I don't see that gentleman here. So I would like to recommend that the board approve the placement of the recommended person to the Architectural Control Committee.
Well, who is that?
His name is Ed Keough.
Ed Keough.
Okay. Ed, are you here? Oh, there he is. He's right there.
Hey, I'm sorry. Terrible glasses.
I'll entertain a second.
Second.
Any comment? Ed, thank you for your service. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, Landscape Facilities Committee member recommendation. Mr. Canaro?
Yes, the Landscape and Facilities Committee has 2 openings for committee members. We received 2 applications from Westbrook residents. Leslie Friedman has been a member of the committee for about 15 years now and has applied for reappointment for another term. She has been a great asset to the committee. Joanne, and I hate like heck to try to pronounce the last name, so hopefully I didn't mess it up. Butcher, okay, thank you. Has attended past committee meetings and has always contributed to the committee's discussions. And she has also previously served on the ACC committee. Therefore, the committee recommends that both these applicants be appointed to another term of the committee.
Are these two ladies here? Are you here?
I don't see them.
No, they
Do not see them. Okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to recognize them, that's all. I will entertain a motion. Is that your motion?
Yes, that's my motion.
I'll entertain a second.
I'll second.
Any comments? Okay, all those in favor of approving these two wonderful women into our committee, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. Long Range Planning Committee, member recommendation. Mr. Max?
Yes, to the committee, or to the board rather, I'm sorry, and fellow board members. There are only two candidates to apply for two empty seats on the committee. The LRP committee met and interviewed the two candidates, Don McNeil and David Sterling, who were very they sounded so well fitted to the committee. We felt very good about it. And so I recommend the acceptance by the board of these two men to the LRP committee.
Don and David, are you in here? Don't see either of those either. Okay, is that your motion, Max?
Yes.
I'll second.
Seconded.
Bob seconded, yeah. Any comments? With that said, I'll call to a vote. All those in favor of approving these two members to our committee, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes, thank you. Rec Committee member recommendation, page 43 to 46.
Yeah, let me get down to it. Yeah, let me find it. Right. Okay. Dear board members, Recreation Committee interviewed 5 applicants. There were actually 6. One dropped out before the interviews and one dropped out after interviews, so we were a choice of 5. The ones who were interviewed at the time, they were Norma Padaka and Martha Harper, Andrew Kavanaugh, Susan Heath, and Kimberly Foley. Norma Apodaca, who's the incumbent, is finishing her second term on the committee representing the Performing Arts Council and his family of clubs. She is an active member of the Village Dancers and helped to produce and direct the the annual Westbrook Performs each February for as long as I can remember. She was a very vocal and active member of the Recreation Committee during her 2 terms and is now involved with updating the club bylaws, which will be brought to the committee as soon as possible. I was going to say May, but I know it's not on the agenda. The committee will unanimously that she should be given a second term. Martha Harper has served on the committee in the past years, and when with the committee at that time was a hard worker. She committed herself to her clubs and looked after their interests and contributed to committee discussions and decisions. We feel she should be appointed for a 3-year term. 3 other candidates were interviewed, as I said. All 3 were considered to be qualified, and it became very difficult to make the choices that we made. At the end of the day, the committee felt Norma and Martha would be the best fit for the committee. So I move that we accept Martha and Norma as members of the Recreation Committee. That's my motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any comments? Okay, with that said, are you two ladies out in the audience? Oh, there's Norma. There you go, there's Marty. Okay, thank you for your service. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you, ladies, appreciate it.
Bruce, can I ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
And maybe Karen might know the answer. I noticed there's 2 different types of applications. And I'm just curious, is one online and one they go in and get from you guys?
I thought they were both, but some people have applications from the past,
Oh, okay.
which did not have LRP on it, if you look at some of them. But we need to make sure that the online matches what we hand out.
I was just
The only difference I
inquisitive
noticed
on
was,
why there was a difference. Yeah.
the only difference that I found was the committee that they were applying for. Did you see anything else different on the application?
Just the layout and the way it's set up.
A couple of questions were left off.
Yeah, I think that's
We'll make sure we get the most
We have
current.
enough information.
Yeah, that's a fair request to make them match.
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
moving on, new business. Sure I'm not jumping the gun here. Flag standard amendments. I think we will open that up to Ms. Amy. Amy, I'm going to give you my name.
Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. This change to the standard, suggested change, is due to an application where the individual applying made an oversight in the standard obvious. He wanted to put in a steel flagpole, and it seemed like a great update to the standard. We also updated the colors that flagpoles and staffs, that being the little attachment to your home, that were allowed. So it's not a big change, but material enough that we need to make note of it. So I, at this point, recommend that we change the flagpole standard as submitted.
Quick, I just want to notice that
Can I get a motion on this first? Is that your motion?
Yes, sir.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
All right.
Max seconded. Now we can have discussion. Thank
all
you.
right, sorry about that. Just to clarify, what's listed in red for your,
Yes.
there is just a little bit different than what we passed in ACC, only punctuation.
Right.
Instead of that or, it should be a comma.
Yep,
Yep.
Okay, technical.
Yes.
I just saw that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Aluminum, fiberglass, or steel.
And also with, after the word gray,
Color, yep.
just get rid of the word or.
So just to confirm, you're allowing the pole to be painted the body color or trim of the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Or to match. This gentleman was getting a powder coated steel.
Perfect.
And of course, the colors are made different,
Blend.
but it matches.
Okay, perfect.
The upgrade, it's definitely an upgrade, the material he was suggesting. It's much more durable than the fiberglass poles. So,
Any other comments? Anybody from the audience? Okay, with that said, I will call this to a vote. All those in favor of approving this amendment, say so by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you very much, Amy.
thank you.
Next one, LRP survey results. Pages 61. Are these going up behind me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So the long-range planning wanted to forward this to the board.
Can you pull your mic just a little closer? Thank you.
I'm too quiet.
You-
It's never
yeah,
been said. That's never been said before. The long-range planning put out 3 surveys last year. This is the all-resident survey, and they forwarded this to the board and are suggesting the board consider posting this to the residents.
I will entertain a motion on her suggestion.
Move
To put the, open this, to display it to our residents.
So we could do that via e-blast and the website.
I would move that we put this out to the residents at large through the e-blast or other such
May I have a
publications.
second? May I have
I'll
a second?
second.
Okay. Any comments, discussion? Very interesting information here, folks.
Yeah.
So, we got a total back of 455 out of 1,374 people that started the survey and then, for whatever reason, never finished. Is that what I'm looking at?
That is accurate.
Which is prototypical of this community. The survey started with 1374. That's about what we get back when we have a board election, is about 1,300 people. The sad thing about that is, that means there's 2,600 homes that don't really care what happens here, which is again prototypical of Westbrook Village.
I
Now,
thought
the 224 that were anonymous, were they then also included in the total of 455, or does the 224 come out of that?
Ashley?
They were included.
They were, so the total of 455 is accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It just could have been that somebody filled it out more than once and I wouldn't know because it was anonymous.
Okay.
So it's all about gathering the info, right? There was a requirement to put your name and your property address on it, but they could have put any character in there, and that got them past that. But again, it was just collecting data from the residents. The LRP has done so much better with their surveys. They are starting to get more influence. Maybe we put a drawing for an Amazon gift card. I don't know how to get more people to participate.
Could we see other pages?
Everyone for tries.
Can you scroll through some more pages? Thank you.
You
Yes, ma'am.
know,
Just a second, just a second. Any other discussion from board members?
The other thing that was kind of surprising, that 177 people have lived here 11 or more years. I mean, it's interesting that the longer you've lived here, maybe the more active you are in the community. Maybe it takes a while to get settled in and start paying attention to what's happening in the village and whatever activities you're involved in.
And I think the 0 to 5 is probably people similar to me that are still working too and not as active.
I agree.
You know, so
Sure.
I like the information that's in there. I think it's great for us to review and see where we can lean towards gathering more information.
I agree again, Joe. I mean, I'm at the opposite end of the spectrum. I've been here 20 years, and it just seems to me, we have a turnover of about 150 homes a year.
I thought it was higher than that.
I think it's
We
about.
budgeted for 150, last year we did 172. But that's a small number compared, divided into 3,910.
It is, but, I mean, all the statistics I've read, even for a national election for the President of the USA, less than 50% of voting age people actually vote. So actually, we're somewhere in the norm, if you want to call it that. We're somewhere in the average.
So Joe, are you suggesting maybe the LRP do this annually?
I think that's a good idea. I like to get information, especially as a board member. And when I was reviewing this, I'll talk about it later, like it gives me an idea what to bring up at town halls, things like that, to let people know what we're gonna be discussing and future ideas. So I like the information.
Okay, any comments from homeowners? Nancy, you raised your hand first, so
Microphone.
I know your knees hurt.
My knee does hurt.
I'm sorry.
All right. Just
Which subdivision?
Nancy Millard,
Oak Brook.
Oak Brook,
Oh, no, Oakmont, I'm sorry.
Oakmont Heights.
I got it wrong,
I
sorry.
think I said it enough, I should remember. Just a quick question. You have sport, could you just go back? It says sport,
Courts?
oh, yeah, sport courts. I'm curious why you didn't separate those, like pickleball should be separate. I mean, it's one of the largest sports activities. But does that include bocce ball? Does that include cornhole? I
All
think
sport
just
courts.
lumping them all together, a lot of people don't know that. I think it should be listed separate,
Okay,
just to be more accurate.
thank you. Yes, ma'am.
And Trout Mountain Park Estates. Where are the walking and biking trails? I'm sorry, I get up there. No, I mean, I should talk about the side of the sidewalk where you share it with the golf carts and the bikes. I don't know where we have walking and biking trails. I'd like to know that, please.
We could put some in too.
Well, a lot of people use the New River Trailhead that we've tied into at 83rd Avenue.
Okay, so that's what you're
That's
considering.
part of it, and then the sidewalks and the shared lane.
I was just wondering, I
So-
was looking at going, okay.
But we could have more, but we have more than a lot of communities, and having the access, a lot of our bike clubs and bikers go to the New River Trail.
John, you got a comment?
Do I need to come back up?
Yes, sir. We want that green space front and center always.
And your voice recorded.
John
You
Long,
can lift that
Country
up.
Club Estates.
You don't have to reach over.
John Wallman, Country Club Estates. I'd just like to address Steve's comment about the low count, and just to let him feel better. I've managed for 15 years associations throughout the whole valley. Apathy runs rampant. I mean, this is normal, if that was your question. It's very
It
hard.
wasn't a question, it's a statement. I'm always hoping that maybe it'll get out there and we'll get a little more participation, but as you can see, it hasn't helped.
And that goes to my comment to Joe and Karen. I think the more often that you put the surveys out, the more you're going to get people thinking and participating.
Right?
Thank you.
They should, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Any other comments? Yes, ma'am. God, we need to lower that. Unless you got.
There's his sense of humor.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Candace Isherwood from Fairway Springs. I will say that what about a survey at the annual meeting? Just a simple checklist. Questions in a survey should be more scientific. And I think that what I do as the, excuse me, I am the architectural chair on my sub-association, and I am also the secretary, and that average age of 76 is critical because I have trouble getting people online, and they have a lot of difficulty with that. So I think that needs to be expressed or taken into consideration. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Any others?
May we see H? Slide.
Someone would like to see slide H?
Hey Bruce,
Is that?
before we get away from this,
Sure.
page 61D.
Go to H.
What
We're
are,
gonna go to H first real quick.
Yeah, all right.
And maybe just,
And this is all gonna go public tomorrow.
yeah, this will be out
Yeah,
tomorrow. Okay.
yeah, we should be able to get it posted tomorrow, right, Ashley?
Yes.
No pressure. It is a lot of great data, and it's a lot of good input from the community.
am I good?
Okay.
So,
Can we go to 61D? Yeah.
what are the top 3 concerns in Westbrook Village? Number 2, avoid potential legal and insurance challenges, and right underneath that is a Vista's perimeter fence, which would avoid potential legal and insurance challenges.
With a solution. Check
Time out. Those kind of comments are not acceptable in this room like that. If you want to say something later on and come up in front, please do. Do not speak over members of this board, please. Are we understood? I don't hear anything. Are we understood?
Yes.
Feel like I'm, okay, thank you.
And on the same page, who's going on vacation?
We need that laugh.
Let's all go, Margarita.
The top 3 projects you would like LRP committee to focus on. Updated restaurants, we have nothing to do with the restaurants here.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So does that?
Skip,
Come up
please
front.
come up front. Thank you, sir.
Oops, you gotta raise it up.
Skip Desaulnier, where do I go? Torrey Pines. I can interpret that either way. Vista's perimeter fence. Is that a concern there is not one, or is there a concern that there's going to be one?
Thank you.
It was
Sure.
really both.
So how can it be a top 3?
That's because it just got, everybody, they were basically blank spaces that people were able to fill anything in. So some people were putting barking dogs. So again, it's just that business perimeter fence was mentioned the most.
Yes.
It
So how
could be
does
both
the
ways.
board interpret that now? Is it pro or con?
Neither.
Valid question. Thank you.
Does the board want the breakdown of the results? I mean, it's simple to do. But I think you're overthinking it.
Yeah, I think it would be appropriate to get the breakdown.
Well, excuse me, but what does the other refer to?
Which page are you on, Max, please?
Right now on 61F, I'm looking at the bar graph. Is it explained elsewhere? I didn't see it.
That might have been the equestrian path that we wanted to put in next.
I'm sorry?
The equestrian path we were gonna put in.
That was my assumption, though, that was a single item that
Yes.
somebody had a suggestion for, and if we got 455 of them, that would just be maddening for Bruce, but I'm just speaking for myself.
So if somebody chose something that was not part of this, it was a one-off or something like that, Ashley, is that correct?
Yeah.
That would have been categorized as another.
Is that documented anywhere in the survey?
I don't remember if other was a choice off the top of my head. I don't
If
remember.
you look
how
at
it
61H, Max, I think what she did is took some of those high interest.
Population or-
Yeah, yeah. Like Max, I mean, like Bruce said, if we put every single one in here, this survey becomes
Okay.
30 pages.
Could be library, because library is not.
Yeah, and then
More live music. I got it. Where else do we have it?
Well, it looks like we got a good start.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the work that LRP put forth on this. Even as it is, I still find it has some very interesting information in there. And I think we and our residents need to be made aware of just how people are thinking right now. If there are no further comments, I will call this motion for a vote. All those in favor of sending this out into the community, please say so by saying aye.
Aye.
Is there any opposition? Thank you, that passes. Okay, next item on our agenda, Architectural Control Committee report. Ms. Amy,
Did we miss number C, letter C, Bruce?
oh, I even underlined it. Sorry.
Which is why you missed it.
Okay, yeah. Next on the agenda was homeowner comments and for good of the order discussion. Now, I, amongst others here, brought this up, and I felt it might be appropriate to pare this down into just one section of our meeting committed to this. And I was in the mindset that maybe we should do this at the end and combine the two together, the comments and for the good of the order, and just have it in one section of our meeting. So that was my thought on that.
Joe, you had brought it up as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think a lot of, sometimes we have that in the beginning and you come prepared, which is great, but you may think of something during the meeting and you want to speak about that topic so that if we have it at the end, you can get up and speak, as well as some information we give during the meeting would answer some questions that you have. So that's why we're entertaining it, putting it towards the end of the meeting.
Before we wait further, Joe, would you make a motion on this for me, please?
Make a motion that we move these items towards the end of the meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, now we can officially have a discussion.
Do you have a recommended title? Do you want to keep it homeowner comments?
You know, I really never thought that through myself. Joe, you got any ideas?
Yeah, I think we should keep it homeowner comments. I don't know what else I would want it
Okay.
to be. Yeah.
Okay. Bob, you
Yes, that's it.
okay.
I'll second it. Any comments? Discussion? Yes, ma'am.
Would they still include non-agenda items?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to change the content, it's just the location of where we do this, that's all.
We can still have goodness though, right?
Oh, absolutely. I feel it is very good for Bruce to hear some goodness within our community, especially at an end of a meeting. Sometimes they get a little contentious, and it's nice to hear the good things that are going on within our community. Is there any other comments, discussion? I will put this to vote. All those in favor of moving our homeowner comments to the end of the meeting with the good of the order, please so by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Okay.
I have a question, Bruce.
Okay, yes, sir.
If we have voted to accept that here, can that filter down to committees, or do we have to make the motion in each committee?
Great question.
That's a great question. I would,
I think
we can mandate it, I guess, but,
the
As
committees are in
committee
charge of
chairs,
their own
what do you
agenda.
guys think?
yeah, everybody's a committee chair here, so, any thoughts on that?
I'd like to see it filter down, that we can still pass it at each committee, but the problems that I have seen with the homeowner comments in the beginning, at times, not all the time, but at times, the comment was made, and half a room got up and walked out of the meeting as soon as the comments were over. So, and also the same reasoning is that things go on in a meeting that you might want to comment at the end. Homeowner comments cannot be acted upon at that meeting, so I don't think it makes a difference as to when, during the course of the meeting, they occur. And at the end, they're pretty fresh in our minds. If we haven't written them down, they're still fresh for a while. And if they want to, if we decide we want to put them on an agenda, very easy to do for the next meeting. That's my feeling.
You know, I have we can mandate it if we wish as a board, but I think each committee should feel free to do what they feel they want to do.
I think it works for most of the committees.
Sure.
For me, I'm not sure how you think it works for the ACC, Marcy and Amy, because your meeting is pretty long and detail-oriented on individual applications
I
and
think I
reviewing
can count on
standards.
my one hand how many times we've actually had a homework comment
Right.
at ACC in the last few years.
I do acknowledge though what Karen's saying. I maybe would push that comment section in the beginning of an ACC meeting and have it handled, should anybody care to bring something to the committee's attention.
Yeah, if they'd like to have you add to the next agenda to review the flag standard,
Yes.
and they don't want to sit through 24
Yes.
homeowner applications.
Right, that would be my recommendation, let's add it to the beginning.
So with Bruce saying let the chairs do it individually,
I think that's best. Sir, do you have a comment?
Yeah, you don't need an emotion and agenda or motion and approval to put anything in the agenda. You can put anything in the agenda anywhere you want. That's your prerogative. You don't need a
Correct.
motion in a second. What you want to do, for the subcommittees to do the same thing, just put it anywhere in their agenda. You don't.
Sure. No, you're totally right, but it's kind of been tradition here to open our meetings with it and writing.
But I mean, you want to put that in the agenda like you have it now, that's perfectly fine.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, thank you, yeah. I think that is best. We'll just let each committee decide how they want to handle it and just do it. I mean, no harm, no foul.
on your next review of planning your agenda with your staff member, would you just put that in the comments where you want it? At the beginning or the end?
Yeah. Okay? Okay. Moving on. Committee reports. ACC, Architectural Control. Miss Amy, I will yield my mic to you.
Okay, it's my return to the ACC. I was chair of that committee for about a dozen years, and it's great to be back. We discussed the flagpole standard, and mainly it was review of applications, which is the business that the ACC normally does address. It was extensive, and I'd like to acknowledge and thank Marcy for her diligence in working on those all month long. Thank you, Marcy. And upcoming business, it was suggested by Joe Bernier that we review the standards and make any kind of suggestions, which is the business that we will do over the summer. Each committee member will review a couple of pages and come back with reports. That's what I foresee happening on that committee.
Okay, thank you, Amy. Government relations, Mr. Joe?
I don't have a lot to report. There was the City of Peoria, lack of a better word, town hall. I was not able to attend that. I apologize. I would like to open it up with anybody that has any concerns that they want me to chase down in government relations. Any ideas that I may not otherwise have. I am just currently going to the City Hall, talking with people about what's happening. Kind of boring stuff. A lot of building, a lot of businesses being attracted here. Doesn't have a big effect on us other than traffic, unfortunately.
Would you please come up, please? Thank you.
Just a quick question about government relations.
Name and...
Laura Blauvelt, Eagle Ridge.
Thank you.
Does this include like the e-blast that we just received about the potential for chickens in people's condos in HOAs? I mean, I don't know.
That's a great-
I'm ignorant of the way that all works, so.
That's a great question, and that
Is that something that you will be keeping us abreast of, or?
If you see something, let me know. Joe for Westbrook is the email. And
No,
I have
wondering
not seen
where
it.
that's moving forward,
Right.
how that's moving forward, and.
That is a great question. I have seen it.
Well, that's part of my job as the general manager, to work with our state legislation and the Community Association Institute, and that came to us as a quick, okay, we need action by the end of the week, so I went to Bruce. I think you were working, Joe, but I think we can work together and work on this. The other item that I'm working on is bringing the new mayor candidates, Joe. We need to have them brought into the community and things like that. But that's a little bit higher than the city level. But taking you to maybe a legislative action committee meeting or getting you involved in some of that, you know, we should work toward doing.
Yeah, that'd be good, because we don't need to attract more coyote food.
Well, this is true, and I just didn't know with that
No, that's
position
a
whether
great
that was
question.
part of that or not.
100% great question, yep.
I knew it was being addressed, I just didn't know whether it was part of what he would be doing.
Yep.
Karen, is it gone to committee? Is it in committee in the state? Do you know?
No, they were going to vote. It was going to
It
vote.
was on the floor of
That's
the
why
house.
we reacted.
It's already gone through committee.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's way,
yes.
it's way past that. Folks, I don't know if you saw the e-blast that came out, and I hope you took the time to read it. I did respond to it, because it's crazy for an urban environment to allow this, and that's what it did, and hopefully some of you were able to react to that also.
So,
I got about
so do
20
I have
people.
to cancel my order for my 2 chickens?
Yeah. I haven't heard yet. I didn't know if it
Have
went
not,
through or not. Have not
I think
heard.
it got tabled is what I'm hearing.
I hope that's the case.
And I believe that's because,
And if that's the case, folks,
got
please
involved.
find that old e-blast, and because it gives you a link, and it's really easy to get in here and share your opinion on it, whether you're for or against it.
By the way, it must have been very popular because they closed it down. I clicked on it and it said we are no longer taking it.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness,
And
okay.
that was
That I didn't know, thank you.
Friday, I think.
They said they closed that website down.
I think I've heard from about 25 people that were very grateful that we sent out, and they did respond to it. I had one person that wanted to respond in favor of it, and I told him to go to the same place.
Sure.
So that's where you add your opinions. And if you, some of you don't know, is one of those representatives you were asked to email lives here in Westbrook Village. So.
No, that's correct.
And I think hearing from our residents is a very important point.
You know, I've been there and done that. My hometown, 2 houses up from us, the lady put in 3 chickens and a rooster.
No.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, that rooster would go off until we could finally get the damn thing closed down. But it took about a month to get the thing done.
Okay, let's not dwell on that too much, but thank you for...
Joe, have you heard anything on the mayoral race? I know the female candidate, she wants to come here, but I haven't heard anything else.
No, that's.
Let's keep our ear to the grindstone on that.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Joe, you're up again. Information and Technology Committee?
I have nothing to report about that right now. We are working on some ideas though to enable us with our website. I haven't talked to Ashley about the ideas that carry over from last year. And that's about all we have going on.
Okay.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Joe,
Yes?
could we maybe revisit the Zoom issue?
Zoom. Refer to the Zoom meetings.
What, for all meetings?
I don't.
Assigning-
Board HOA.
assigning it to
I assume
them.
you're referring to the board meeting itself, Nancy.
Yeah.
Just the.
Yeah, just the board. Yes, John.
Before I walk up there, Joe, are you handling the sign-in thing? Is that part of the IT? Where we sign in to go?
Like checking in, the ideas we have about checking in.
Yeah.
That's existing, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Still doing research on that, yes.
Okay, I'll come up then. John Wallman, Country Club Estates. My question, Joe, was there's been a lot of talk and everything about the pickleball situation and people throwing out numbers and stuff that we don't know where they come from or whatever. My simple thought was that if we went to the check-in screen and separated pickleball club members and then people just playing pickleball, just, you know, association members, we would have a clear view of how many people that are using the court are the pickleball club versus just pickleball players coming to play. members.
Almost, yeah.
And that would give us more data. I think we need more data.
What would the data be used for, John? What's the purpose of separating that?
Well, there's the mapping issue, there's just so that everyone knows more data, how many pickleball players are going, and then
How many club members?
And club members, okay, let's use that term, versus just homeowners going.
It's
Can't you do both,
discriminatory.
Huh?
Can't you be both? Can't you play in the club in the morning and then with your neighbors in the afternoon? So you'd have to check in twice to delineate how you're playing?
Well, it'd be like using the pool maybe, and like water
Taking a
aerobics. Is
Zumba
there
class.
water aerobics
Yeah.
is also
Water
a full
Zumba.
use, or is it separate on there?
They're separate. They're all separate.
So it'd be something like that.
Yeah, it'll just give us more detail on
It
the
sounds
usage.
discriminatory to me. You're picking on the pickleball players now by separating them out.
No, we're trying to identify the data, how many pickleball players use it, sign in, etc. And then just how many just members come in there.
Okay.
Right now, it's all just clumped together and we don't know how many's doing what.
Sure, okay, thank you for your comment. Anything else, Joe? Landscape Facilities, our new chair, Bob Canero, please.
Yeah, The committee's working on some areas we want to see where we can do some testing on xeriscaping. Everybody knows we have to look at that because of water and what else. We had originally picked a spot along Lakeview Road. We had kind of passed it to maybe start the project, but we withdrew it at the last meeting because there was still some concerns about artificial turf and all. We'll be pushing forward again. As a matter of fact, with 2 new members on the committee, we're going to be doing another survey of the area on Lakeview Road between Westbrook Village and I believe it's O'Robbie is the first street there. So hopefully we'll be doing that next week, and then at our meeting next week, we'll maybe hopefully make a decision on where we're going to go with it.
Okay, thank you. Cornerstone, Ms. Amy.
There was no meeting in April, and I have suspended meetings on this committee until the fall for starting up. I am currently researching some fundraising ideas. I'm trying to identify a couple of restaurants that would be a change up and would help with us, and also some kind of project that we can boost at the Second Sunday's Marketplace. So we'll start meeting in August or September again.
Amy, do I understand you're probably still open for applications?
Yes, that's a good point. I didn't know whether to call and say that. The philosophy on this committee is anybody that wants to, we don't really limit the number, anybody that wants to help us with fundraising or has suggestions, please feel welcome to join us.
Excuse me, Bruce, we skipped long range planning.
Boy, I'm on a roll. Max, I apologize. Next up, long-range planning.
Yeah. Anyway, we did meet last month. The major thing that we are discussing at the moment is the long-range plan for a 5-year or 10-year. And we're reviewing the present plan. We had an ad hoc committee that was going to meet. I don't believe
They're still
haven't met.
meeting.
They're still meeting.
They're still
Okay,
working on
I
it.
heard there were some problems, but otherwise than that, we have an ad hoc committee looking into it to suggest some changes, but we will, that was the major deal. And of course, the minutes are in the binder.
Okay, thank you. Next up, Personnel Committee, Mr. Merkovich.
Karen?
Yes.
Has our new complaints gentleman been introduced to the audience?
He has not, and he is over at the administration office. We didn't have him here today because we have a policy not to leave anybody alone, just one person at the admin office. But Don, pronounce his last name? Doutree. Don Doutree is our new compliance resale inspector. He's on week 2, and we took him out on Monday in inspections. He comes to us from previous experience at Sun City West, and he's a real go-getter and learning well. And then we have Rebecca also as the RCM. So they will have, they were in the e-blast last week with their spotlights, and please feel free to stop in and say hi. They're just barely getting their feet under them. It's a lot to take in. So we're excited to have both of them.
We're again at full staff in the office, correct?
Full staff.
Even maintenance, Sean, we're not looking for anybody?
Nope.
Not right now, man. We're
Perfect, perfect.
If you give him more budget money, he'd hire a couple more people.
Yeah.
You can always leave your resume at my desk, though.
Next up, Rec Committee, Max Allen.
Okay, the rec committee did meet, And we have mostly spent the last meeting discussing a new club. It was declined at that point, but it is being appealed, and that will be the major discussion at the next meeting. I believe that we had a little bit on physical fitness. We talked about the position of the treadmills, which is finding its way, to me anyway, as a major complaint at times. So we're looking, we're going to look into that, I think, too. But otherwise than that, the minutes are in the binder.
Okay.
That's our report.
Thank you. Town Hall. Joe?
Yeah, we're looking at possible dates, looking at the data, when would be good for this. It appears that most people are coming back in November, so we'll have a tentative town hall in November and another one in either January or February. The topics right now are to be determined. I really like the information that was in this long-range planning. I think we should use that as a possible template unless something else more pressing comes up. Of course, if a more pressing topic comes up to discuss at a town hall, that will take priority. And that's what we're working on right now.
Okay, thank you. Ways and Means. Bob?
Yes, at our last meeting, we had a discussion about members making payments on time and delinquencies. And as we had said in the treasurer's report, we're in good financial health, but as long as the people pay their annual fees. So based on that, committee wants to make a recommendation to the board. So I don't know if we want this in the form of a motion.
Next month, it'll be on the agenda.
We want to make a motion that that we change the date originally for suspension of recreation privileges. We used to be April 15th, to move it up to March 1st. So this way we get everybody moving quicker on it. And also, since a lot of the times we get, or we'll leave that for right now, also want to remove the payment drop boxes from the rec centers themselves and just make the administration office lockbox, or when the administration office is open, drop off your payments there and get away with the 2 boxes. So that's my motion.
No motion, but yeah. Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a quick, am I allowed to ask a question about some of that information?
Sure.
Have we seen an increase in the delinquencies compared to past years?
They were up this year more than past, but fortunately, we're still better than most other communities. Right now, we have a 0.002% delinquency. I suspended 86 properties of their privileges.
Okay.
And we've received numerous payments since doing that. The first Monday after that was done, we had 3 tenants come into the admin office saying, my card doesn't work. You need to talk to your landlord. And those prompted payments, but we still have a low delinquency. But this year was a little higher to start than it has been in the past.
Thank you.
Just a little further, the reason why, to explain on the drop boxes, being because too many times, as Karen has brought up, people then come in to say, well, my excuse was as I did, I put it in the drop box, or I dropped it off here. And you don't know really what happened to it. So by limiting to where the payments can be made, takes away a lot of that.
I think that's a good idea.
Or they left it on the counter and the receptionist wasn't there. I mean, our staff does a great job, but if we can eliminate some of that, and the new technology of paying online, things like that. We're just trying to move forward.
For those of you that aren't aware, when those are put in a Dropbox, All we do is take the envelopes out, take them to Gold Management. We don't even touch them. So we're trying to eliminate that middleman, being that middleman is what we're trying to do as best we can, but putting it in admin is, you're on film there. So if you say you did it, you're gonna be on film that you did it. And we will have proof. So that helps strengthen that.
Joe, you'll see on page 9, we budgeted $10,238 in late fees for the year. We are ahead of that at $18,000 for the year. But then you'll see in March, there was requests for waivers in the tune of $574, whether it was health, or somebody passed away and their estate's taking care of it, or they just bought the house, and, you know, new homeowners. The committee looks at that every month.
Yeah, I saw that.
And out of the 86 stations, how many of those are being resolved?
How many of the 86 would you guess have been resolved?
I would say in the past week and a half, maybe 15.
15?
So we're getting better. If you didn't hear that, we have 86 outstanding late payments. And Renee said that 15 have been resolved since then. So things are looking good. Our kudos to Renee, because she's the poor gal that has to put up with this stuff. It's a lot of work, and that's why shoring up our policy on when we restrict facilities usage might take a little burden off of her. Anything to help that is going to be a good thing. So thank you.
And thank you to the Ways and Means for hearing all of those requests. I know it becomes weary, but it is a very important part.
Yeah, they do have a process where they hear appeals to the late fee itself. And some of them are valid and a lot of them is just a bunch of garbage. But you know, you all know we can come up with some pretty good excuses sometimes. Okay, thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Did I hear someone say that you can pay online?
Correct.
Yeah. Yes, you can use an ACH with a minimum fee, but if you put it on a credit card, there's a hefty fee.
Fee charged by who?
By the bank. It's not by us.
Is it by a collection company? By the...
Well, we use a lockbox, and that goes through First Citizens, the bank. Yep.
no extra fees as far as...
There is to the residents, not to the association. If you want to do an ACH, which is a direct withdrawal from your account, I think it's $3.50. If you pay with a credit card, it's closer to $35 to $40 in fees.
Really?
It's 3% is what it is. 3% of the 819, was it? Okay, but.
Yeah, 819, 3%. Yep.
Yeah, Renee, sorry.
Or you could put a stamp on it and mail it.
Now, folks, that is true. You get a self-addressed envelope, and if you put a check in that envelope and put a stamp on it, it costs you the cost of the stamp. So it is simple.
Those are pretty stiff fees.
Okay.
Hold on.
There's no motion.
Oh, no motion. No, just gonna do it.
Next, it just.
That was not agendized item, so we can't. So sorry, I misspoke when we were talking the other day.
Thank you.
Okay, Golf Club and Westbrook Village Association. I really can't speak to this. I am now part of that, but they didn't meet last month. We did meet this month. Can I share now, or?
Sure.
Might as well. Sure. The golf course is proposing to the ACC committee a new well being put in. Forgive me, I don't remember which hole it was on.
Vista 6.
6 on the Vista side. So that will, if it has any interest to you folks, that will be in front of the ACC committee this coming month. Other than that, it is good for this community to keep an open communication with the golf club, or the golf course itself, and nothing else was discussed. Pretty much just about the well. All we did discuss about maintenance of the shared wall between homeowners and the golf course there. It's just going to be an ongoing battle with that one. But as you know, we went in jointly with the golf course to repair and repaint all the walls last, been about a year now since we've done it, but it was last summer, if I recall. And that is now complete. It was so cost effective, we decided to do the whole course, both of them, 100% done. We did hold some homeowners responsible for some of the damage, and this is where the contention's coming from. And we're trying to resolve that at this point as best we can. There's no winners in that discussion, but we're just doing the best we can as the HOA. If we had our choice as an HOA, we wouldn't even be involved in this because it is property line between the golf course and the individual homeowner, but here we are.
Thank you, 2009.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when the agreement was signed and dated, and so here we are. We're partially responsible. Okay, other than that, I
have a question.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I wasn't ignoring you. I didn't see you raise your hand. Sorry.
Perfect night. Rick Martinez, St. Andrews. I have two questions regarding the golf course. Is the golf course a separate legal entity from the HOA?
That's correct. Yes.
Therefore, if the golf course wanted to go public, what input, if any, and what legal requirement, I mean, will the association have any say? If they just want to do it, can they do it?
Well, they are a public entity. They are open to the public based on a percentage, based on their governing documents. The only authority that the HOA has with the golf course is they must follow the architectural control guidelines and apply and stay under that umbrella. They manage their own with their own board. They were separate at transition.
Okay.
So
my concern is if they want to go public beyond the percentage, do they have the right to do that?
they would probably have to get a vote of their members to change their CC&Rs, because their CC&Rs specifically say, I believe it's 25% of off-street revenue.
Okay, so that would be their members, not the,
Correct.
Yeah, we would
Not
not have
HOA.
any input on that.
Nope.
Yes.
Thank you.
Unless you're a member of that club,
I understand.
golf club, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There will be an invitation to the meeting on the well in the e-blast on Friday if you're interested in attending that meeting. The golf course is holding.
All right. Next item, manager's report. Ms. Karen?
All right. It's been busy. You haven't seen all the projects that have been going on. The new windows are in the fitness center, and they're replacing the last one today. We had one that came in cracked from the manufacturer. We've had great comments. Everybody says it seems so large in there, very bright. We'll have to wait and see what the heat brings in from the west side. The walls are down, the footers are out. Curbing and landscape will be going in. The artificial turf was put into the bocce ball court. And Sean's been very busy with all of his projects. We've still been very busy. Our events, the April bingo, Denise had 205 people. Marcy's knocking it out of the park with resales and training of a new employee, and Denise is training a new employee. So working with the posse, gonna get their safety event that they're putting on in June out to the entire community. I think it's gonna be a great event for everybody to attend in June. And currently the lake swimming pool is closed for this week and next week for our seasonal maintenance. We had a couple underground leaks. We have to repaint the pool deck and Sean's working diligently on that. Any questions?
Regarding the lakes pool, Sean, maybe you can answer this, or Karen. Can we get somebody in there to re-sand and refresh the artificial turf? There doesn't seem to be any, what we call infill there, and it flattens out like carpet.
So that turf was just maintained after we had the leak there. Was it 2 months ago almost now?
No, probably 4 or 5 weeks ago.
So we did just have the company come out and fluff up the grass. You know, they put new infill in and they brushed it.
They did the whole surface, the entire surface?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been there
Because of
since
a lot
then,
of
okay.
foot traffic and all the furniture that's on it, it's almost impossible to make it look straight up and down every day with all the foot traffic that's on there.
We do that annually, Joe, but it's 2019, it's only 7 years old. But we try to do that annually, do the infill and the brush. But we're finding that it lays down quicker than in years past.
And the cost of that?
The cost is about $450.
Twice a year.
We do it once a year.
How long was that grass been down?
2019.
So we're almost reaching it, in another couple of years, we'll have reached it.
10 years.
Supposed 10-year lifespan of it.
We were just talking about that. It's a beautiful plush turf, but it also lays down and people drag the furniture and you're wet, things like that. And there's new technology. 7 years later, there's a lot better turf that's out there. We were talking about the new bocce ball turf. It's very dense and it will never lay over, but you can't walk on it. It's not for bare feet. So we'll continue to do our best on that.
Okay, is that it? Any questions?
Yeah, certainly. I happened to, I had an evening meeting Monday night, and walking out, has anybody else said anything about the vision? If you could see into the windows of the gym, has anybody complained about that? Anybody that exercises at night? No problems with the...
We haven't gotten any complaints, but I've had staff members say you can clearly see in when people are on the stretch box.
On any of the equipment, really?
So we're gonna strategically maybe place some plantings, some bushes, and try to give a little bit of privacy in there. And just...
I was just wondering.
Yeah. Have you heard anything? Anybody else heard anything in the
Lights
gym?
up the bocce ball court too, right?
Yeah, if you weren't aware, they're all new windows on this side of the gym there that have put in, minus one that got broken, which glass breaks, unfortunately, but it's coming if it hasn't been replaced.
They're
already.
doing it now.
They're doing it today. Okay. Okay, there you go. Hopefully they can get it in the hole before it breaks again.
But, you know, the discussion, Max, is, you know, let's get the windows in, it's got a built-in tint.
I'm gonna say, I was in there this past week, and it's strong, that place is beautiful. It really is. You guys did a great job. It seems much room here too. I mean, I went around, and I know we took some of the equipment out, but it's still, there's plenty of room, and there's almost room for another bit, what do they call it, the bed?
Okay, I heard the chime of the bell. It's time to, I'm gonna ask for the good of the order. Any goodness to share, Mr.? Yes, sir.
Skip the zoning Tory Pines again. Thank you, Sean. Question put into wash the pickleball courts. Again, once again, a very good job. Appreciate that very much. Second, the survey. Do we think we're going to be able to get clarification on that fence comment before it goes out? I don't know. It might be a lot of research to be able to go through that.
I can probably post that today, but it's gonna take me days to go through.
I'm just afraid of that going out, and then, you know, people look at it and going, we don't know what that is.
That's a valid concern, but I think it's important to get it out there. Just do it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I have an item, I forgot to include in my report on the rec committee. In the June meeting, we will be discussing and talking about the Westbrook Club bylaws, Westbrook bylaws for the club. So June will be, if you're interested, will be the meeting to certainly attend.
Okay, thank you. Any other goodness? All right, thank you very much for attending. Thank you for behaving ourselves. Have a great day. This meeting is adjourned.